How's it going, team? I'm here with a special guest, a crypto enthusiast. He's been in the crypto game for close to maybe 6, 7, 8 years, and now he's actually been able to build a bit of an empire, but also a massive following within the crypto game internationally, but also locally as well. And that's my friend here, Big Sam. How's it going, my man?
Hey, good to be here, brother. Thanks for that intro. Very generous, but yeah, we'll take it.
Bro, so tell us about the crypto game, bro. For those that are skeptical about it, man, people think that it's a pyramid scheme. I've heard it's a scam. I've heard it's it's gonna flop out. People don't trust it. Tell us a little bit why it's not going to, bro.
Yeah, I think it's the same as any investment or industry that you're going to get into. There's a lot of research that you should do beforehand, and crypto is very volatile, so it can be unforgiving. But it's a new industry, so yeah, still working out the kinks and everything. But yeah, definitely not a scam if you're getting into the big coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and the likes of those sort of coins. Be pretty safe.
So tell us, bro. Tell us real quick. So for people that don't know. What's the blockchain? What is the blockchain? Explain it in simple terms, bro.
Yeah, simple terms is it's a decentralized ledger that's held on the internet, and it's supported by nodes or people's PCs that are confirming these transactions that are made. They can be anonymously as well. You can kind of track them around, but yeah, pretty much anonymous transactions that are displayed on a ledger for everyone to see, so there can't be any manipulation from government or other third parties. Everything's transparent. So it's the people creating a currency that doesn't depend on a third party.
And so, like, for instance, when you get a Bitcoin, it's obviously not a coin. Is it more like a saying? Like,
It's technically a Satoshi, and the Satoshis make up Bitcoins. You don't have to purchase a whole Bitcoin. A lot of people think, Bitcoin's $100,000. I can't buy a whole Bitcoin. But, you purchase partial pieces of that Bitcoin, whatever your, $200 or anything, you can still enter into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Even when the price is high. Now is, we're technically in a bull run, bull cycle. So now is the time you'd usually be taking profits. You'd want to invest in the bear market part of the cycle, which, a couple of years ago or just over that, Bitcoin was around $20,000. So, now it's currently, still over 100,000 US right now, and getting up to around 110 at the all-time high at the moment.
Bro, there was that, what do you call it? The Bitcoin, the pizza eating day or something like that.
Yeah,
recently,
Bitcoin
bro.
Pizza Day.
Pizza day.
Yeah.
And the man who purchased the pizza, was it in New York? He used Bitcoin. Tell us a little bit about that and like what he would have. I think they were saying was billions now would be worth now. But can you give us a little bit of an insight into that, bro? That situation?
Yeah. So Bitcoin Pizza Day, a gentleman used 10,000 Bitcoins to purchase 2 pizzas. Early days in Bitcoin, and that's worth about $1 billion today. But yeah, he was pretty content with the whole. Kind of exercise, he knew that he used what it was worth at the time, and you can't see the future and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure he's still holding some, and he's doing well. But pretty cool story and pretty crazy. Yeah, 2 pizzas.
Man, if he had $1 billion today, if he had held on to that, bro, damn, it's one of those things where, bro, if he had foresight to what it's worth now, and so I think this is actually a good question, bro. So what makes Bitcoin so valuable? So I think there's a Bitcoin halving. Is that what makes it? What is it?
Yeah, the whole value behind it is that there's only ever 21 million created. Yeah. There will never be more minted. And so, there's a limited supply, and there's a, how many people in the world compared to how many Bitcoins available. Yeah. So a lot of people, won't be able to get a Bitcoin, once the kind of supply shock really kicks in. So, still fairly early days. It seems expensive, but yeah, just think that there's 21 million Bitcoins total. There's always other cryptos that will follow, but that's your digital gold.
And that's what people don't realize is Bitcoin is digital gold. It's like what gold was to fiat currency.
Yeah, exactly. So the other coins, they follow Bitcoin. There's a Bitcoin dominance rating, and then but essentially you'll see all coins kind of mimic, the Bitcoin movement. So Bitcoin goes up, usually the other ones will follow with a bit of a delay, and then when Bitcoin goes down, they'll follow as well. Yeah.
What are some if I'm looking at it real quick, and you know, I'm intrigued. What are some basic things that someone can look into, bro, before, you know, chucking 20, 30K into a currency? What are some novice or amateur, not amateur, but some steps for a dummy to look into, bro, before plunging into it?
I'd say do paper trading first. So don't actually throw your money in first. Kind of observe the market, take some time, do some research. You're going to want to put in a good amount of research. So, figure out how, read the Bitcoin white paper. So,
what's that?
The Bitcoin white paper. So that explains how Bitcoin was created, what the purpose of it, and that's like it's like the foundations of what Bitcoin was built on. So once you understand that, it can give you some more confidence. And then, there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of events you can go to as well, go meet people, network. Yep. But I'd say paper trade or be fairly reserved at first, and just see how it moves, get used to it. And then, put on a small amount and then slowly kind of increase your portfolio size. Dollar cost averaging is good too. You want to.
What's that? Tell us that.
Dollar cost averaging, yeah. So you're gonna want to average your purchases out over a longer period of time. Obviously, you want to aim for within the bear cycle as well. So you're getting a low average entry, and it just kind of saves you from any volatility. If you were to dump in your whole, 10K or whatever you're starting with, $500, and one hit, and then the market dips suddenly because of volatility, you're going to lose that. So, if you break it up into partials, you're going to average the entry price.
Gotcha. So obviously, if you put in 10K and obviously average it, you want to make sure that obviously if you withdraw everything out, you're not leaving with 9K or 8K. You're leaving with some form of profit. Yeah,
it will just save you from taking a big hit instantly if there were to be some world event or something to cause the market to crash, because crypto is very volatile, and it's quite natural for it to take big moves. Like, for example, it moved up 10% today. So if you had put in 5K, you would have instantly lost 10% of that. If it had gone the other way, obviously it increased, so you can gain that 10% a day.
And that was just from Trump's Truth Social post about the ceasefire?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What makes it so volatile, bro? What makes it so volatile? Because obviously, gold is quite stable, real estate's quite stable. The trends are quite, they don't take drastic hits. What makes crypto so volatile? Is it because it's so unknown and it's worth a lot? And do you reckon it's going to get more stable over time?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's definitely there's a such thing as a stable coin where you can switch your Bitcoin or whatever, any currency over to if you want to stabilize it. But across the whole group, the whole total amount of coins, it's all very volatile. Yeah, and as it gets more developed over time, but it's still so early. Yeah,
and I think once and banks are starting to acquire, crypto and BTC. Well, I think it could have changed by now, but I did see recently, I think China and America are the two biggest holders of countries of Bitcoin.
Yeah, so there's ETFs out now. So, the institutional money can get involved, and there's, which gives it, it makes it safe enough from a legal perspective for them to enter, because previously it was not really set up like in a way that they could. So ETFs are massive. A lot of coin countries are some adopting it as their legal tender as well.
Well, I think even America has an agency for Bitcoin now, for cryptocurrency now. I think
there's a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which has the US holding some of those assets.
And that's why it's pretty much you can't really say it's a scam anymore. You can't now. If America looking at it like, no. And even Donald Trump has said, he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. Come on, guys. The president of America is saying it, But it's I see in Dubai, though, in certain countries, you can go to certain ATMs and take your, Binance card or your Visa card, and you can withdraw some of your crypto, and it brings that in the currency of the country that you're in.
There's a lot of different cards and companies that help do that. Instantly have your crypto available to purchase in local currency, local fiat, and just like you say, it's hard to kind of be too skeptical about it now. It just keeps growing every year and then getting a more mass adoption. So
Yeah.
Very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto long term.
Explain quickly, bro, what's an ETF? So basically it's recognized from the Reserve Bank of that country. What is an ETF?
ETF is a group of different assets that they're kind of institutionally created, through the legal way,
Yeah.
legal holding of a bunch of different assets. Yeah.
So now, obviously, Sam, like, what are you doing with yourself now? So, you got into crypto back in when the COVID lockdown happened.
Yeah, well, I heard about it a long time ago, really early days when I was first in the States, and some guys were talking about it. But yeah, I wasn't really, I didn't really get involved. It was some kind of interesting, but it wasn't really till the lockdown that I just got in full time and really started locking in
and really just
really digging in and putting in the hours and getting the good results.
How many hours you were putting in during that period, bro? 24 hours in a day?
So 15 to 18 hours a day when I first started off, for the first couple of years, pretty consistently.
And just going ham, researching, investing, networking.
Exactly. Getting on socials, getting myself out there, and just taking a lot of risks and putting in the hours, and it paid off pretty well.
What's the biggest you've lost?
Biggest I've lost?
Yeah, amount, and I can tell you what I've lost.
Yeah, I've been up and then lost $500,000 in a day.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, bro. You make my own look stupid. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened? Was that confidential or? Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was a project that I launched, and I was up $500,000 and I didn't sell any, and then someone else in the project sold off a large amount at once, and so it just tanked it, and it was pretty lame. But I didn't. I could have sold out, took a lot of money, but I didn't. Yeah,
damn.
Just kept, supporting the project as much as I could.
So you guys had an NFT, or was it a coin that you got?
It was a meme coin.
It was a meme coin? Yeah, and you guys got in together, pumped it up, and then pulled? Or like a rug pull, is that what you call it?
That's what someone else kind of did on it. They did a big sell, but there was a few founders, and then one of them, they did the smart contract, made kind of a way that he could allow someone else to purchase a large amount. Yeah.
Do you know the guy, or was it all on Discord?
I know who the guy is, and all that sort of stuff. But it's really hard to kind of take action against it. Yeah, because it's unregulated and things like that. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, not too much I could do about it. Yeah, but it was quite really, really bad and unfortunate. Yeah, hard to deal with. But
are we talking USD or NZD?
That was NZD. Yeah.
Damn. But so I've lost, I think it was about 40K. And what happened, bro, is I owned Sandbox Land, real estate. And what happened, bro, I got an email basically saying for a drop. Bro, this is amateur, bro. I ended up, so it basically said, chuck in your, I think I had my cold wallet. No, not my cold wallet. My MetaMask address. And I was like, here, I was like, oh yeah, sweet. They're gonna drop in my I forgot what they said they were gonna do. Bro, and sure, this was about 3-4 years ago. Sure enough, bro, I went back into my Meta wallet, my wallet, and I was like, what the hell? My whole wallet was gone. Everything in it. Yeah. Everything in it, bro. And drained. And the hard thing about it, bro, I actually thought it was a joke. I thought it was like a dream. I logged back into it. It was gone, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I saw the ID, the address ID. You can't even trace it once it's gone. But hopefully, once and one thing about it, bro, is you learn. You learn from it. You can't just sit around and sulk about it. Because the thing is, I just look at it like, if you can make it once, you can make it again. Yeah,
there's always opportunities, and just like early in anything, there's always people that try and take advantage, and there's always kind of people with malice or bad intentions. But with more time, it'll get a lot more security. There's a lot more tools these days that can help keep you safe, and just kind of do your research and don't click on any sketchy links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how they can, kind of put something into your computer to get access to your keys. So you just got to protect those private keys and secret phrase.
And that's that saying, not your keys, not your crypto, eh?
Yeah, so that's why decentralized wallets are, we're bullish on decentralized wallets, is because then there's no one else responsible for managing that capital. If you use even an exchange, ultimately you're housing it under their, they've got the keys to that. So not your keys, not your crypto. Yeah, hold a decentralized wallet or a ledger.
And what was it, a couple of years ago that I forgot what crypto exchange that went under, and the guy went,
FTX.
Yes, bro.
Bankman-Fried,
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, so it's tough in crypto. Yeah, some people can kind of look really good on the outside and then be doing a bunch of sketchy stuff. So Sam was he was a very public figure and all this stuff. There was a lot of celebrity endorsements as well, even like massive celebrities endorsing that. And but he made some horrible decisions, and then now he's locked up now.
Yeah. So, so the best way to obviously dive into crypto is to get into an exchange, because it's obviously that's how you buy crypto.
That's how you purchase it. But then I'd advise holding it in a decentralized wallet, because then, like we said, know your keys, know your crypto.
Yeah. Is it decentralized or a cold wallet? What is the difference?
Yeah, either. So decentralized wallet is a wallet that is not have a third party managing it. So it's completely your own. And you have the keys, you have all, so then it makes it very important for you to hold on to those keys. Obviously, if you lose those keys, then you've lost the crypto. Yeah. So, that's the advantage of someone else kind of helping manage those funds, is that sometimes you can recover them, or you can recover passwords and things like that with an exchange, but you can't do that with a decentralized wallet. So
true. What are your top 3 personal trusted exchanges?
Top 3 exchanges? Well, that's usually you'd kind of just pick your top exchange that you go with. So, but Binance is right up there.
Yep.
I'm actually partnered with an exchange.
True.
So I'm partnered with CoinW, which is originally from Australia, and now they're in Dubai. They just sponsored a platinum sponsor of Token 2049 that just happened over in Dubai as well. So that was a really cool event.
CoinW.
Yeah, CoinW.
Wow, well done, bro. That's awesome, man.
So I'm the in charge of the marketing for New Zealand and KOLs, which is or influencers, so influencer marketing and all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
that's cool. So you got Binance, CoinW, and what would be your third exchange that you would trust? So KuCoin's another good one. Oh yeah.
Like BitGet. There's a few. There's maybe like
Coinbase?
5 kind of top ones. Yeah, Coinbase is massive as well. Obviously, Coinbase is really good. Some people use Crypto.com as a popular one as well. So if you use any kind of the top tier, exchanges, should be pretty safe. Just look for one with a track record, of being able, you can always withdraw your funds and that they're not getting themselves into any trouble for doing anything sketchy. Yeah.
So tell us, bro, what's your theory on paper money? Do you think it's going to, slowly wean itself out? Because you look at society now, bro, everything is digital, and it's only a matter of time before paper starts to fade out. What do you think is going to happen, bro? Do you think that's going to happen? What's your theory on it?
Yeah, so inflation is always going to, they're going to keep printing money, and there's going to be more inflation. So your dollar is going to lose its purchasing value, which is why you can hedge that with crypto. That's kind of a big part of what crypto is about, is hedging against inflation and having something that has a limited supply as well. Obviously they keep printing money, you can't print more Bitcoin, so that's kind of there's a powerful argument there.
Yeah, and especially when you start to see more big organizations adopting crypto, look at UFC, they've got Crypto.com all over their marketing. Then obviously Crypto.com has got the naming rights to what was the Lakers.
Stadium. Yeah,
exactly. It's pretty much it's pretty much inevitable, especially if you see what you said, inflation is, I think it's measured at 7% per year. With how much money is being printed, there's only a certain amount of cap on BTC. Tell us a little bit about the other coins. So there's a lot of there's a lot of coins out there which can mix up the consumer. You've got XRP, Sol, Ethereum, so many coins. Are they all on blockchains as well? Like, tell us a little bit about that as well, bro.
Yeah, so all of these are their own blockchains. Some of them are built, some coins are, or most of them, their own chains, and a lot of them are also like kind of built on Ethereum. You can build on other chains. Sometimes they're layer 2s. So there's a bunch of layer 1s that you mentioned there, and then a lot of coins are layer 2s. So they're kind of developed on top of other blockchains using the rails. Some people do go and build their fully their own, but you're able to kind of tap on.
So like, let's just say, so you've got obviously layer 1, which is Ethereum, and then a layer 2 would be another coin that's built on the Ethereum network.
Yes,
is that
correct.
right?
Yeah, like a bunch of, obviously a lot of meme coins are built on Ethereum.
Yeah.
A lot of meme coins are built on Solana as well. But you can build layer 2 chains which have their own utility and all that sort of stuff, not just a meme coin on top of a layer 1, yeah.
And like so utility, you're basically saying, if you had the technology and the advancement and the people to come and make a layer 2, you then could create your own economy and your own coins to be able to use in your own business. Is that what makes that valuable? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you can build on top of for the likes of Ethereum and build out your own utility on top of that. And there's smart contracts and a lot of tools that you can use with Ethereum, and a lot of different utility you can build on top of Solana as well.
So like this is amazing, because like if you think about this, so I've already got my entrepreneurship hat on. So like we own a gym.
Yeah.
And like, we could have our own currency capped at, say, I don't know, 30 coins, and potentially you could actually, have your own currency where people buy things internally, where they use money from obviously, their bank account to purchase, but they could use the coin that let's just say, call it, I don't know, OTB coin, and you could use that coin to purchase in-house products. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy, eh?
Pretty simple to do. You can do it really
True.
quickly, yeah.
Man, I might have to talk to you after this, bro, to think about, to come up with something, eh?
There's a lot of ways you can create your own utility and make some pretty cool products or experiences with Web3 and the blockchain, yeah.
That's mean. Tell us, bro, explain us the NFT.
NFT, non-fungible token. It's a, you have a supply usually in a collection, and you have, it shows you on the blockchain that you're the verified owner of, whatever number of, say the collection 7,000, you have number 500. You can verify that on chain, where that houses the picture of the asset, and then that was like the technical side of what an NFT is. And they can obviously be on all different types of chains, but an NFT can be used as membership. It can be used as a piece of art. It can be used in a lot of different ways, and a lot of the big bull run action in 2021 with NFTs were communities and kind of membership passes. It's kind of, you saw a lot of them retrace a lot. There's still some valuable collections, but hopefully with the next altcoin season, which we're looking forward to soon, there could be a kind of NFTs coming back. But at the moment, a lot of them have kind of dropped down quite significantly. But there's still some good collections, yeah.
You need that though, because it's kind of like a cleanse of like, who can withstand the storm. Obviously, they're the ones that are going to be more valuable. Which one's the most valuable NFTs again?
Bored Ape Yacht Club is a massive one. There's also like Fidenzas and like a lot of different kind of unique one-of-one art pieces. Like there's some big sales on Beeple stuff, and but there's another good one's Pudgy Penguins. They got into Walmart and a bunch of other kind of production distribution chain, like big stores in the US, and so there's a few really cool collections still going really strong. Like Azuki's another big one. And so those are called like the blue chip collections.
Yep.
And then people are still kind of launching collections and that sort of thing. They, not those crazy price tags that you would have seen in the last bull run. So, much more modest pricing at the moment. But that's the same in any market cycle.
But it's good to get it now the way.
Well, yeah. If you believe in NFTs and those projects, it can be a good time to purchase. While they're not pumping. And then have a longer term hold. there's ones you can day trade and stuff like that as well. But yeah, NFTs should, with altcoin season, they should have another kind of surge. You know, maybe it won't be. You know, who knows if it'll be as close to as big as the initial surge. But yeah, time will tell.
When do you think the bull run will start exactly?
Oh, well, we're in the
isn't it?
bull run right now. Yeah, so you know, Bitcoin's held over 100K for 30 days consecutively for I believe it was the first time recently. So yeah, Bitcoin's holding strong around 100K, and we're still in the bull run. You know, hopefully for another 6 months. But you know, yeah, world events can impact the market significantly. But yeah, if you look back at the market cycles, it's pretty consistent. You know, during the bull run and the bear cycle. Yeah.
What's your predictions in the next bear market, which will obviously be, you know, 12 to 18 months, you know, who no one knows. What do you think Bitcoin will tap on the bear market? I think last one it went down to 20K. Was that right?
Yeah, 20K.
Yeah. What do you think will hit this time around?
Yeah, so I haven't actually, like most people ask about the tops for this cycle. So, you know, I'll just start with that. I think maybe around 150K, hopefully. Yeah,
Really?
We'll see. Yeah.
Wow.
Some people have way crazier ones than that, but you know, that's I'm hoping to see around that. You know, we'll see. But and then the low, yeah, it's gonna retrace a lot. You know, if you look at the kind of if you go back and follow previous market cycles, just kind of look, you know, that kind of Fibonacci retracement, and you see how far it's pulling back. And then, like we're saying, dollar cost average, you know, when it starts getting really low, because no one knows exactly how low it's going to drop. So that's why the DCA is good. But yeah, wait till it retraces significantly, and then kind of look at previous market cycles. Yeah. And that should give you a good gauge, you know, where a good purchasing zone is.
But the thing is, it never retracts past its most lowest point in the previous bear market. Like it still grows. You know, like for instance, if you were going to say 20K, the previous bear market wouldn't have been lower than, you know, well, you know, wouldn't have been as lower than previously. You know what I mean? It still does actually generally climb.
Yeah. So it's going to have higher highs and higher lows. Yeah. So yeah, but if you see it, it's not going to retrace further than 20K, for example. It's usually, you know, going to be incrementally higher than the last cycle each time, and then just look for that low point and load up, and then just wait. You know, it's a waiting game. You got to wait a couple of years at least.
So what are your projects, bro? Tell us a little bit about the projects that you've got going on at the moment, bro.
Yeah, so projects I'm working on right now, working with we just mentioned CoinW before, so that's the exchange, and they have just launched funded crypto accounts. So you can buy a challenge ticket, say it's $400, and then you get $100,000 of capital to trade with. There's, obviously with funded accounts, there's a maximum daily drawdown and total drawdown, but it gives you access to more money to leverage, in the market if you're starting with low capital. So yeah, working with CoinW, and that's called PropW, the funded accounts. I've got another really cool project, Skepta Games. So they're building Telegram games at the moment, and they raised, I think, about 3.5 million from A16Z, which is a really reputable venture fund in the US, and they're behind a lot of the massive projects in Web3. So that's pretty cool, and yeah, really well established team there. A lot of experience and a lot of exits too from big tech companies. So yeah, Spectre Games, one to look out for, pretty cool. And then I have a couple of other projects as well. One Supernormal. So we're working on Supernormal Season 2 at the moment. That was big in the last bull run. They went up to about 8 ETH floor at one point.
Bro, that's pretty heavy. Shucks, that's
about 40, 50K or something.
Yeah, bro.
So coming out with Season 2 for that, and I'm leading the marketing for Supernormal Season 2. And then a couple of other projects I'm working on as well.
So your key with these projects, obviously I've heard marketing quite a bit. So obviously your expertise comes from marketing. So what do you do in terms of marketing? Like how do you market, how do you market crypto? Like how do you make it so appealing to purchase? Like what's your role?
Yeah, marketing, usually I'm kind of director of marketing or do a lot of advisory and support with my team for the go-to-market of projects. So launching the project from start to finish. I've got a lot of experience with crypto, NFT projects, gaming projects, and then also just kind of tokens as well. And build communities for people, help manage the social media, come up with strategies that can help them go viral, create some cool content, a lot of business developments, like connecting people together. And that's kind of it in a nutshell, yeah. And then I've just kind of built out a team and a service that can help people when they go to launch their projects. And yeah, you try and partner with good people as well, obviously. The same as in business. You want to partner with good people who have good ideas, cool products. And yeah, just like in standard business, a lot of businesses fail. It's really tough. And then, yeah, crypto is volatile and it's very expensive to develop projects. So, yeah, you just really want to find those good projects that you think can last the test of time and partner up with them and, yeah, push out some awesome products.
Do you think CoinW will potentially have the capacity to reach up to Binance's, standard?
Yeah, Binance is number one exchange and, yeah, doing a great job. CZ's been a massive leader and he's a massive part of the crypto community. So, but I mean, CoinW's been around for 8 years and no kind of safety breaches. They're sponsoring a lot of the major events and quite reputable and safe. But Binance is kind of GOAT. And then as long as you're a tier 1 exchange and you're keeping your consumer or users safe and giving good rates, good fees and stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna be fine.
How do you get into these realms, bro? How do you get into these circles?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's kind of digital networking, so online networking
on Discord,
socials. A lot's on Telegram. This cycle.
Yeah, true.
Last cycle there was a lot on Discord. Discord's still active, but yeah, there's a lot of different ways. X as well. So it used to be Twitter. Elon's got it now. It's called X.
X, yep.
So that's another big social media. And there's someone obviously on Instagram as well. Quite active on Instagram, yeah.
What is the platform that you use that you can give us a hint that that they give give little tips or give little insights into what's going to be the next bull coin that's going to go to the moon?
Yeah, so good accounts to follow. I think if you go onto YouTube and watch some videos, you're going to find kind of very mixed.
Not BitBoy
advice.
Crypto.
Nah, BitBoy Crypto. He's done some crazy stuff recently. Yeah, I don't think he's doing too hot. But
is he still around?
Nah, man. Nah, I think he got like arrested or something. Yeah, he went nuts. Yeah. He lost his marbles, but
he did, bro. He was pretty out there. He was really he was out the gate,
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, he's not all there, I don't think. But yeah, it's all over the show on YouTube. I think finding friends in real life that you can get a kind of a trading group together with is pretty safe.
Yeah,
because you can obviously network with people online, but there's going to be people trying to manipulate your
opinion and that.
Exactly. So it's having a trading group of some friends and stuff like that, and do your own research. Kind of do your own DD, do diligence, and not be swayed too heavily by other people's opinion. But yeah, you can network online. Obviously, there's really good communities, but find people you trust and then learn enough so that you can make an educated decision yourself. You're not just kind of going off the word of other people.
And going off the hype, eh?
Yeah, be careful for the hype as well. Yeah, you want to buy in bear, sell in bull, not buy the top.
Yeah.
And cry when you lose all your money.
But are there any people that you know of in the industry that that have ripped people off or know of, and that I suppose show a different face on social media, but then have done the dirty behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to see that sort of thing.
Anyone that people may know on the day to day that's a big influencer?
I try and avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, in the States, all of those guys, they do kind of undisclosed ads and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. From the US, crazy, but nah, New Zealand's pretty safe. Like, there's not many people doing too much crazy things. I think there was a few big articles, but it's kind of unknown people doing. Most of the big crypto stuff happens with hackers doing like social engineering, for example, or getting leaked passwords from Coinbase and then accessing funds. Yeah, like that happened recently. They can social engineer the staff at the call centers and all that sort of stuff. Kind of people can get tricked and then they can gain access to private information to access funds and stuff like that there. So some of the big hacks, for example, as well, was guys getting like a couple $100 million in crypto. They're contacting whales and getting their information and able to get into their wallet and taking it out. So that's the biggest kind of, you see those massive numbers scams at the moment. Yeah.
Damn. And they're just basically just on the phone saying that, hi, I'm such and such from crypto.com. We've noticed irregular activity on your...
Oh, yeah, they'll call up and saying, they'll call up, they'll find someone that's very wealthy and then kind of, get in contact with them and say that they're from the exchange, and then kind of trick them into releasing some information, or they're going to trick them into clicking on like a link or something like that. Yeah, and then they can get into their wallet.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
So, yeah, those are the craziest ones. But yeah, those are usually, they're going to target whales, with people with hundreds of millions or massive crypto wallets. So
yeah. And when you mean whales, you mean wealthy people?
Yeah, whales means like an investor that's wealthy or has a lot of assets.
Yeah. Or a contingency of people that have got a lot of money that are going to swoop up on a whole lot of coins. Is that right?
No, whale just means you have a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of crypto, a lot of wealth.
Man, what are some things for people that are interested in potentially investing in crypto? What are some things not to do? Give us 3 things not to do, bro.
Yeah, not to do. Don't get FOMO.
Yeah.
Don't trade more than you can afford to lose as well.
Yeah.
Like, think about your portfolio size and how much of your portfolio you're risking per trade.
Yeah.
And then think about how much of your total investment portfolio. How much does crypto take up of what percentage of your total investment portfolio? So that's how to not wreck yourself. But yeah, don't gamble. Yeah, you want to take educated decisions and calculated risks. You don't want to be gambling. Yeah.
Give us your top 3 or top 4 coins and why.
Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and then what 4? Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say those are my top 3. Bitcoin, obviously, your digital gold.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna follow Bitcoin. Ethereum, has a lot of utility built on top of it, and it's been a top coin for a very long time.
Yep.
And then Solana as well. Yeah, same thing, massive with the younger generations with meme coins and a lot of other utility.
Yep.
So yeah, Solana is my 3rd.
Real quick, bro, what's a meme coin? Is it just like
meme
a fun coin? Like
it's a coin.
Take the piss?
Yeah, it's coins that don't necessarily have any utility at all. It can be for fun, or some of them have some utility. But they're very high risk, high reward investment. They can go to 0 in seconds. So yeah, meme coin is, most of them are built behind community. So a bunch of people rally together, and then whatever the theme is, of that meme coin, there's a theme behind it. There's a brand or some IP or an idea. A lot of them can be trending events in the news, kind of world news.
Yep.
And they create a coin about that. So they're attention coins, really.
Yeah.
So they live off attention. So if there's something come out in the world that's going to garner a lot of attention, it could have the potential to stay around for a long time. And it's kind of, if it's made into a big meme, those be some of the biggest coins. But yeah, very high risk, high reward. So do your research before you trade them.
And the biggest one was the Trump coin.
Yeah, Trump coin was massive. Another other big ones is like Dogecoin. Shiba Inu was another big one last cycle.
Yep. I made a lot on those two, bro. Doge and Shiba Inu. Couldn't believe it when they pumped.
Yeah, those ones went crazy. And then, there's thousands that get created every day now.
True.
Yeah, because there's platforms so you can pretty much launch them in 15 seconds with just pick the name of it and put a couple links on there, and you can create one for free too. It doesn't even cost any money. So
wow, AI is amazing, eh?
Yeah, well, that's not even AI. It's just a platform that launches them. Yeah, and
true.
But they've got a kind of the whole ecosystem. Yeah, is very so efficient to make coins now, and they're making enough volume and profit that they can let people create them for free. And but yeah, that's super risky DJing activity going on.
Yeah, that's what I think. So it'd be easy to hack, eh?
Oh, just easy to lose your money, easy to have a bad time doing those. But also the potential to get massive rewards, and massive multiples on your initial investment.
Where can people find you on social, bro?
Yeah, Instagram. So it's NFT Plug Official on Instagram. on X as well. I think this is my real name, so Sam Runnacles on X. And I'm on most social networks, but mainly on Instagram, I'd say.
Man, and I think you got like, how many followers on Instagram now, bro?
I'm not sure, bro.
That's crazy.
About 280, 290.
And some massive names follow you, bro? Like, do you mind dropping some of them? Like some famous people follow you, bro.
Oh, you can drop them if you want. I'm all good, bro.
Bro, I've seen some pretty, like some All Blacks, some Super 15 players. Man, you've done well for yourself, man.
Yeah, I mean, I just put in the time and tried to help as many people as I could in the early days of the Web3 boom to understand what the opportunity looks like and how to get involved and take advantage of the opportunity during a digital gold rush kind of thing. So tried to help provide as much value and then partner with some cool projects to put out some really cool content, which helped.
To finish up, bro, what are some words or advice that you'll give real quick to someone watching this that's keen to invest, bro?
Yeah, you're keen to invest in crypto, do some research first, find some friends that you trust, that they're already involved as well, and get yourself a wallet or get yourself a ledger and just slowly start DCAing in the bear market. That'd be the best advice I'd have, And take calculated risk, don't gamble.
Thank you so much, my brother Sam. It's been a pleasure, man. You know where to find them, guys. NFT Plug Official on Instagram. Sam Runnacles on X. Go down, follow him, message him. He's got a wealth of knowledge. He's have been in the crypto game not as long as he is, but I've always reached out to him for crypto advice. But if you want to know any more about him, about crypto in general, reach out to him. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go.